Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome to historic Oakmont Country Club. The course originally opened in 1903 and is still challenging even today's top players as we get set to bring you opening round coverage of the U.S. Open. Good to be with you today. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak and John McCarthy are down on the course. And Rich, this week Oakmont Country Club welcomes the 125th U.S. Open. What can the players expect from this layout?
Well, Andrew, I think you'll appreciate this because I've always said this. Oakmont Country Club would be the one golf course I would pay good money to not have to play. It is that difficult. They slow the greens down for the U.S. Open. How about that? Why do they slow greens down for the U.S. Open? Because the members, they like to be punished for some bizarre, strange reason. This is the most exacting, hardest, unrelenting tests of golf these players are ever going to face. It's no fun. It's literally no fun, and that's the best thing I can say about Oakmont.
Let's get down to the first hole. Look at that drive. He got all of it. Let's see what the featured player can do from about 160 out.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
This is pitching wedge on the way. Staring down a very long putt here. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
A huge right to left swinger.
This putt from 3 feet away. The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
That's a rock solid par right there.
Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. He is in second place, right behind a major champion in Xander Schauffele. This one will be from the first cut. Well, if this went down, we'd call it a bomb.
And y'all already know what it is. It's a blessing to be alive. You feel me? Like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we get to the cash on that grass, slinging that iron. You know what I'm saying? Some late night golf going on. You feel me? But Try to make it happen.
This putt is for par. Henny, how challenging is this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Just needed a little bit more on that one. 3 feet to the cup. As we move on to the next hole, we want to show you that Xander Schauffele is our leader. Setting up now on the tee of the par 4 third.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here. This putt left for birdie. Pacing is such an important part of putting. It was off right there. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer. He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. On the tee on the 4th hole.
And the church pews once again down the left-hand side. Second shot completely blind to the green. If you can, lay it up to a high spot over on the left-hand side. Third shot goes straight downhill to a green that's receptive for all kinds of wedges.
Rich, the U.S. Open is upon us. What makes this week so special?
Well, I think it's the amount of players that try and qualify for this each and every year, Andrew. You have somewhere in the neighborhood of 8,000 to 9,000 plus competitors around the country, around the world, trying to get into the U.S. Open through qualifying. And the fact that it ends on Father's Day, it's the hardest golf course condition-wise that most of these players will see throughout the year. It's just a different beast. When you get done playing the U.S. Open, you feel it everywhere. Physically, mentally, you just are so drained after basically a week's worth of trying to figure out how good you truly are.
The high caliber architectural work here at Oakmont on full display here at the 5th.
Again, another shortish hole that driver is not necessary on. Take out a long iron, fairway metal, and get it to the top of this fairway short of the bunkers. From there, second shot will be slightly downhill to a Redan style green that goes from right to left and front to back with big, deep bunkers on the left-hand side.
Looking great so far out the rough.
Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
A birdie putt awaits. Great result there. Welcome to top spot on the leaderboard. The 6 here at Oakmont is a beautiful par 3, playing back up the hill.
Not much of a green to work with here whatsoever, especially going in with a mid to long iron. Your goal here is to find the center of the green every single day.
Opting for the 5-iron. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going left to right.
And this one is for his par. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
That's a missed green.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Wow, I thought that was going in. Okay, this putt for par, trying to get out of here without any damage. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Straight uphill the entire way. Great feature on the left-hand side there with all the gorse, the junk, all of that. You want to avoid that at all costs. Even hitting the bunkers right is fine. Second shot plays back uphill, back into this clubhouse to a really cool looking squared off green. The back third of it is the putting green.
Wow, what a swing. You have to be thinking 2-putt with how far away this one is. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
This looks like it's going to break to the left.
I'm not sure what he saw on that one. Sitting at 1 under in a share of the lead. That's really a beautiful chip shot. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next. While we have a moment, we want to show you the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 3rd. A par 4 here.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
Still not putting.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Magic with the short club. Okay, now looking at this putt to save par. And no change on the scorecard. He is still at even par. And now teeing off on this par 4.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here. It kicks hard to the right. You get it past it, though. Now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
Not super tight, but a makeable putt. A chance to take over the top spot on the leaderboard. All right, Henny is with this group. Henny, what do you see?
This is about 24 feet for him here.
Do we think that one will stay on the green? Here's a putt to get into a share of the lead. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for 1st.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
And 11 runs parallel, but back up the hill, Rich, and there's a trench that gets in the way off the tee.
If you can, you want to favor the left-hand side of this fairway as it's the flattest spot on this fairway. From there, you can make out most of the green, not all of it, as the screen runs pretty good from left to right and back to front.
Still difficult to judge the amount of spin you can put on that second shot if you're trying to get it close.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. I think he's caught that one quite nicely. Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's really tough to see, but it's going to be straight and then just switch left.
Oh, nice looking putt. It's disappointing. So close to a birdie.
Just a short putt remaining here.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 12th at Oakmont is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards.
The shorter hitters have to worry about the bunkers on the right. The longer hitters, the one on the left, find the happy medium. And do you go for it? Let's find out. If you're laying it up, you want to find a good spot. I'm going to say anywhere from 85 to 100 yards out, because you want to be able to maximize your spin on this firm green.
Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. He's setting up for his second shot. Only one shot off the pace. That was a tactical play there. I like that. Clever use of the downslope. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Two big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is a big old left-to-righter.
A little bit overzealous there. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And now he's in solo first on the leaderboard. Rich, the 13th at Oakmont, may as well be known as the Nightmare on Elm Street.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par 3s in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Started that way outside the line. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Now leading by one shot. 14 at Oakmont, not a long par 4, Rich, but still some work to be done.
This hole has changed dramatically over the years, not design-wise,
but how players attack it. It used to be a long iron, find the fairway, and then a short iron second, wedge it on. Now we're seeing players time and time take out driver, challenge it up there, find one of those bunkers surrounding the green, and take their chances from there. Either way you play it, it's short, but it's dangerous.
And that one's on the dance floor, but a long way from the DJ. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Looks to have misjudged the speed of that one.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Holding steady in first place after that one.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Fairway cambers from left to right, and this green in the distance, it sits below you, so you can chase on your second shot into this green, especially to a front pin. But when the pin is all the way back, it forces you to deal with that bunker on the right and attack that pin by landing it in the center of the green or deeper.
This shot from about 190 yards.
Wind is going straight at his back.
The club choice is a 6-iron. All right, we can work with that. This putt is from 17 feet away. Henny, how tricky is this one?
Yeah, I've got it going right to left here, I think. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Another birdie on the scorecard. That's 4 for the day. And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
And once again, just another par 3 that's going to wear you out. A deep bunker fronting this green right here on the right-hand side. That screams bogey all day long. You want to favor the left-hand side, and if you can, bounce your tee shot into this green. If you miss the green here, you're looking 4 squarely between the eyeballs. Lovely, lovely rhythm.
Just a little bit off on that shot.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Terrific hands on that shot. Short putt goes in for par. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. The 17th hole is a par 4.
Players that lay up to the right-hand side want to make sure they find the fairway, the high spot on the right-hand side, but now they're coming into a green that chases away from them. So they're going to have to put a lot of spin on that golf ball. Players going for the green want to miss the screen out on the left-hand side so they can use the length of the green to their advantage.
That's a really nice shot. Here's the second on 17. This one greenside in the rough. Oh, that looked good. Needs this to drop to save par. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead. Out to the 18th tee.
This is a beautiful hole, and this golf course scares me, but this hole is beautiful. A ditch down the left-hand side, bunkers right, bunkers everywhere. Second shot for these players, straight back uphill, again to a uniquely designed green, almost in the shape of a square. 2 tiers, the front one and all the way in the back right. This truly is one of the hardest finishing holes in golf major championships.
Let's go down to Henny.
Andrew, there is a stiff breeze and it's heading straight in.
On the green, that's always mission number 1. This putt is from 16 feet away. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
Man, that was close. He finishes with par on 18. Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and he finds himself in first place.
And just the narrowest of margins in that lead. A lot of players lurking.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time.
Well, y'all see what it was. That's what it is. It ain't gonna change. That's what it's gonna be. You know, talking about it's a blessing to be alive. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know, it wasn't too bad. You know, I held the lead in that bitch. You know, it was tough. Some wind out there, but as long as you got that rhythm and things kind of fall into place, you know, you just swing the club and let God do the rest. You know? Swing that club, y'all gonna push that ball where it needs to go. You know what I'm saying? Make the wind do what it needs to do to carry the ball. Be out there working with the Lord, you know. So it was nice, you know. Hopefully on day 2 I can put out that ring. So get to the crash on the crash, slinging it on. Catch y'all on the next